same young men to destroy their own brothers and sisters. It is a system. It is a system and it is not right. You can't use law. You cannot be a law and then be unlawful in executing your duties. You are the law. So you cannot be unlawful. How is it that you're going to line up somebody, put them against a wall, and cuff them and then blow their brains? It is not right. You are the law. So you must uphold the law. Bring them in, regardless of what they have done, regardless of how much babies them set them unalive and how much house them burned down and all the wickedness that they do. Yes. But you as the law cannot be unlawful in executing your duties. We need the police cameras. We need the cameras. And what I'm advocating for is that when career day come, nobody is supposed to put their kids into police uniform. Take a stand against the injustices of the schoolers that are being abused by the police officers. No children should go in any police uniform. Don't put them in until we see something being done about even the schoolers that are being abused by our police officers. Time past, I used to say police used to come in the classrooms and talk to kids and we would welcome them. We would love to see them. They would teach us how to cross the roads and all of that. Now all we're seeing is police tearing off the schoolers' uniform off them and all of that. And that is not right. Call in if you have an issue with the child. Call in the parent. Take them to the station and discuss it. If they need to be turned over to the courts, to the government, to child services, then do that. But you don't tear off and beat and abuse the young children of this country. This is not right. It is not right. I said my piece, Jay.
Thank you, Comrade Winsome. Thank you. Boy, may I tell you, I think the entire comment section and those listening is in agreement with Winsome this afternoon. I see we're joined by Common Sense, and I want to say good afternoon, and I hope you can be respectful this afternoon as a laborite. But I realize you made a comment and you said really as to what Winsome was saying. Can you let the nation know what you found that was wrong, or you're not in agreement with what Winsome just mentioned? Go ahead, please. Come and say, Uncle Sidney, me soon come to you, nobody feel no way.
All right, yeah, man.
All right. Yes, Common Sense, what you say?
Yeah, Dre. Good afternoon, man. I never yet disrespect a program, man. Why you say that?
I trouble you. Go on, man. You're on the floor.
I do disrespect. Even when I'm being disrespected, I understand why I'm being disrespected. I'm going to take it personal, you know? But I understand what Winsome is saying, you see? And the truth is, I do not support no police that abuse nobody. Let me make that clear. Because the truth is, the police, they need to be law-abiding. But I was listening, I heard what you were saying, I say in the context, really, right? But think about it. I have seen where in Jamaica right now, when the police deal with the population, it's not normal. I can make reference to a couple of cases. I see police try to apprehend, put handcuff on a person for whatever reason, and them a fight the police them. And them something normal, not normal. You have a situation, the police trying to apprehend somebody, and you have especially women, I see in Jamaica doing this. Dozens of them get up, recording and harassing the police. Now, the society that I live in, right? A police stop you. You have to show the police some respect. They stop you. They say, officer. They say to you, get out the car, whatever. They say, turn around, and I'm going to arrest you. They put on the handcuff and they take you to jail. But I'm seeing the people them down there very confrontational with the police, and that is something that they need to address. Now, for instance, in America here, the police doing them job, and you go there try interfere with the way they're doing it, they would lock up those people. So that is part of it. The Jamaican society is different from a lot of other society. The ignorance level there is crazy. And because of that, the people them act out a certain kind of way. I heard about a case, police trying to apprehend him and the man opening trunk and take out machete after the police. What can go so? So the behavior of the police to some extent is an adjustment to the attitude of the people. So if people maybe that does calm and cooperate the police, you wouldn't have that. And the truth about it, Dre. The truth about it, Dre.
Hold on, common sense.
Let me make one more point. The truth about it, Winsome. I remember living in Jamaica, right? And me too was hostile to police. I'm not going to lie about that. I was very hostile. Me see police stop me already, right? In my younger days. Blue scene police. And me just keep driving. I don't even stop. But me realize coming to another country that them something normal. Because then I would be in trouble. And that's the way we are in Jamaica.
Hold on, common sense.
Yeah.
Listen, you earn respect is the way how you behave in a manner that people respect you. People have lost respect for the police based on how the police are handling them. If they first start disrespecting people, why people ended up start behaving in this manner now. I am living in a garrison and I've seen where police officers come in my community and they would the boys would be on the road playing football along with my two sons and they would line them up on the wall and they did not line up, never ever have they lined up my two sons. You know why? They don't tattoo, they don't bleach, they don't plait up their hair, they don't have their pants under their bottom. So they always send away my two sons. You cannot do that. You have persons who they plait up their hair and they bleach and they are not criminals. And they would deal with them somewhere. They would treat them so badly because they look a particular way.
Profiling.
It is not right. It's the way how you deal with people why they start behaving like that. People starting to get rebellious against the police officers based on the way how they handle them when they come in the communities. When war is going on and the police come to quiet down the scene, you know who we were afraid of? The police, because when they come, they're going to shoot up, just start to fire up there while all of our places to scatter whoever they want to scatter. So we have to end up start running and hiding from the police. Because when the gunmen are doing their thing, they are doing it at each other, not against and the person living in the community. But when the police come, the police is coming for everybody. So everybody have to run and hide. Whether you're innocent or you're not innocent. These things are not right. That's what I'm talking about.
True, that is so true.
Can I chime in for a second?
Yes. Let me just a second. The excellence. Me know Jamaica in Focus probably they are work and they can't stay long. So me go make Jamaica in Focus speak and then excellence. Yes, Kashif.
Yes. Evening again, everybody. I know we come from a culture of respect, and it's the right way to go. But when you have somebody put in a position to uphold the law, they have to be mindful of how they approach people. And respect is not something that just comes, it's actually earned. So when a police officer comes and come in contact with you, they must come in contact with you with respect. And then the respect is reciprocated. The next thing that the Jamaican police does is to profile. They need to get away from the profiling. Because you can't just look past somebody and say, oh, they look out here, so they must be criminal. It's not right. When you look at the situation, calling for accountability and transparency from the police does not mean you support criminals, and it does not mean you're against the police. You can call for transparency and accountability and support the police at the same time. So this narrative that the Jamaica Labour Party is running with, that the Jamaicans for Justice does not support the police, is totally false. We can expect accountability and transparency from our officers while we support them. Asking for accountability and transparency does not mean you don't support them. It doesn't mean that they're not doing a good job. It just means that they need to do a better job. And that's my 2 cents on it.
Thank you, Kashif. Thank you.
Well said, Kashif. Well said.
Totally agree. Yes,
All right,
excellence. Yes, you know.
Boy, I'm so glad that Kashi made that point, because I'm going to get right back to there. I don't know if common sense, right? Understand the process or the processes under which JCF trains their recruits. These recruits are trained under a rigorous program where customer service and even engagement with the public is taught to them in a very dignified manner. And if you go on any of those JCF compound, whether you're a police or just a normal civilian, these guys will see you and embrace and say, good afternoon, sir, good afternoon, ma'am, because of the way they were trained. But something happens when some of them get out in the wider public. I am disappointed by the fact that the state, the government of the day, can see it fit to cause a divide in the country, where you are saying to people, if you support JFG's call for accountability and transparency, if you call for JFG because JFG is asking that body-worn cameras be used by the police officer, where body-worn camera can be the independent arbitrator, can be that witness, can be the evidence that exonerates or inculpates a police officer who is there executing his or her duty. If you can use that to divide the country, it's a dark day in our history. Because if you look at it, Dre and panel, last year we had 186 fatal shootings by the police. And JFJ is not saying that they are protesting extrajudicial shootings. JFJ says they are concerned about the shootings that are taking place. No, everybody know that extrajudicial shootings would have gone through the courts and a decision made by the court to say this was murder versus the lawful execution of your duty. JFJ is not claiming for that. What JFJ is saying, give us body-worn cameras so that when the citizens come out and say, a lie the police number tell, the body-worn cameras can say, is true the police are tell or a lie the police are tell. Because most time, the only witness in these shootings is a dead man. And therefore there is no counter-arguments. We see Windward Road would have all come to the belief after the police made their statements that the 3 young men who were killed in Windward Road were actually engaging the police in a shootout. And to make it look even more dramatic, one police officer was shot in the leg. Right? We see the case of the young man who, I don't remember his name, was Sterling, who was taken out of his house, put on his knees with his hand behind his head. And the next thing we heard was a loud explosion. And then we saw the police moving what seems to be a lifeless body. But you heard that was a what? A shootout. And you can't even get any quick response from the court because these cases would take 7, 8, 9 years to come to a final decision being made when some witness might die, some people run away and have no more interest. So it is really, really a dark day in our society when this administration is going to give and create, especially when Marlon Morgan can come out and say counter-protest against an organization which is asking for accountability. And I would like to ask Marlon Morgan the question, if was this Amnesty International who was making this postulate, would you have maintained the same posture you are taking? If this was any international human rights organization taking the position of JFJ, would you or your government be making that point, would be creating that narrative? And I'm almost certain the answer is no, because you'll be waiting to get your aids to help the country. So why can't you respect JFJ doing what their mandate is? That's all I have to ask Marlon Morgan and the government.
Thank you, Excellence, Nakard. Big up yourself every time. Boy, may I tell you. Uncle Sidney, thank you for waiting patiently. Your time, Uncle Sidney. Go ahead, sir.
Yes, sir, Jay. Yes, sir, Jay. And afternoon, everybody. I mean, just start me a 3 sharp point. Just common sense. When you see common sense come a pretty up. Don't follow common sense. That was political thing in my keep up. Because I went down in the comments that come about PJ, some bad thing about PJ. Some not even know say I come up here. So I come pretty up. Foolishness that. Because if you tell me say no, you alright, you analyze 106 somebody in 100 odd days, young people. You better read have him 50 wound address. One to them foot, you can't, alright, if you have to shoot, you couldn't shoot him in the foot. Remember say 6 police or 7 police go in our house. And nobody kill in our house, then kill them. And 6 police go in pan him now. Good God, man. No police not get no hurt. Not even a glaze. You know, see the whole shoot up. I just one man them shoot and not go for him. If him rush you couldn't shoot him in a foot or in a hand. Where you have to go for kill? You better read a 50 address a wound, 50 odd wound address in the hospital or something. Because at least them could have come back and reform and turn good person. As me talk every day, majority of the police where you see are going on now. A bad man them first time, them have to take because no uptown police now go down in a get up. Where you see the road wide so, and me tell reach half height, it too small they can't pass. Them no know if you go down there, uptown, anything pass half a tree. No know if you go down them go, get to there. Go take out no bad man or go quell nothing. I said bad man then use as somebody from the area. Then them could have changed said way. Why you have to analyze them and that way I say I just simple that you know have to analyze everybody. You don't have to do that. And the amount of gun where you find must be 30 or so. Good God up a hill man, 130 at gun. What kind of foolishness that? Say well them only gun one time I shoot, that's you have to kill them. Over 70 or 60 odd person more than what gun you find. So that is foolishness, man. When police will tell me, from the moment you tell me, say, you know what, you tell me, say, no, police are work under you now, and them don't want to wear body camera, and you allow them, and them are work with you. So that means, say, you who are work with you have talk more than the boss. If you now want to wear it, get the hell out. What you mean you now wear it? You think them are refer to America? Who could have tell them America, say, police say, me now wear it, and they allow them, and make them a galang said, we are not wear it. What kind of stupidness that? Then all right, as the gentleman say, you blah 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 in the house and you go see one set of shot and you give them a cute one and like a hug them after go throw in a van back. It can't work, so man. The whole of them bad when we young, you know. Some draw knife, some fight rock stone, some bust out head, some lick out eye, some do all sort of thing. So no matter come pinpoint like a gun, the whole away but we jump people, friend go tear down people, play take orange, big mango, do everything was bad. Suppose they're not shoot you have said we. Ruin their life to the attack. What reform for? I mean that unbelievable, man. And why the government have to try come today? Because next day, you know. JFJ talk when 3 weeks ago now where we never line up nothing at all. Alright, make JFJ, why don't give them permit to come today, come do that for? I don't give them the permit neither. You a cash you want? Make you never come on next day, next week or so. Why you have to come the same day if you make problem? And look, problem you look for, you know. Are people scared to go there? That not look nice to me, man. The next thing now, Sergey, with the Prime Minister. I just one thing, no. Look, the Prime Minister, I've done this long time, not even hear about it, you know. Just tell them where you get your money from, brother. I want thing I want it up, you know. Where you get the excess money from? If you scam, if you win lotto, if you rob it, just tell them where you get the money from. I done long time. I go next month or 4 years, brother. Just tell them where you get the money from. Where you gonna put with all them something there for? I just the man just want to know where you get the money from. Simple, you know. Where you get the excess money from, brother? You tell them you have business around there, so where they go check none of the you scam and say boy donation firm and not go so. Just tell the man where you get the money from. I that done long time. We not him. We could have name me about this, you know. If you just tell them where the money come from, and for your money, where you afraid to tell them where your money come from? And you ain't know about it before you go in there, you know. And nothing then sudden when you in there, they say, boy, you have to go talk with you. You know from the beginning, say, you is not private no more, you're public. We can't go all in your bedroom, you know. All in your bedroom because you spend with money. You spend taxpayer money. And you have the pool, brother, and you are the boss. So nobody can talk about no private. That whole type question, when you come out of that now, you're private. But right now, you're public, brother. And you spend, you have federal money. Go and go trouble federal money, America, England, are them places and see what happens to you. If a 1 cent shot, you have to get account feet when the man decide to track you down, you know. And you got prison, fine and confine. See? No cure you big. You have to pay it. So, brethren, where the money come from, just tell the man where it come from and it's done, brother. Simple, you know. I don't know nothing hard. I mean, if somebody make mistake put in your bank account, boy, me know say, me a tingling when me check on my phone, boy, I want lump sum of money come in probably, so I be never know where they are, so I be talking truth. Lump sum come in for me, but never want to get back. If I tell a lie there, because sometimes some scammer, someone put on some money and when take a sack, just one digit, and I feel one fall, boom, a portion of money come in. He better you when tell a lie there, brother. And it come in your account. 4 years now, next month, you can't talk where your money come from and you want to be quiet about it and you spend with money. How that? That's a Robin Hood, man. All Robin Hood what rich for the rich and give the poor, but you don't do that, you rob for the poor, give the rich. So You are two different things. Still not in Robin Hood, me should have said. You're Robin, but not the Wood. Simple, brother. Just tell the people where money come from that done long time. Everything would have cool off from 2 years or so ago. See? You drag, because you don't know what life you tell again. The lie them when you tell her it a beat you now, you know. Because you have business, you don't have business. When your business you can't tell me. Donation for a no donation. So then they know anything you say again now, them they go use against you. So if you want to come clean or you can't come clean again, you have to just hang on. Because you can't come clean again, no brother. Because anything you say now, it will go against you. Because you tell some lie before. And if you talk the truth now, it not going to work out. So you see by when you put yourself in a brother tangled web. No man, we can't have a prime minister so man. And look for go back on the ballot, brother. People vote for you again.
Alright, Uncle Sydney. Alright.
Jay, just before I want to make a point. I'd forgot.
Yeah, I want. Yes, quickly. Yes.
Note that 40% of all the fatal shootings that have taken place this year by the police were done during planned operation. That means the police would have had information or intelligence as to where the criminal might be, how many criminals might be there, and they planned it. That just the mere fact that you have that advanced intelligence could have been sufficient for you to designate somebody to wear a body camera, or just so the evidence could be collected. So that is a very important part to look at. It's not spontaneous shooting, everybody dead because they go and a man ambush them. 40% were all done when they were having planned operations. The call for body worn camera should not stop, must not stop, and must be clamored irrespective of who is in government, PNP or JLP. And if the Mark Golden administration was to come into office and don't carry out this, then the Jamaican people should hold them highly accountable.
Agree, totally. Little Miss and then Reap Foundation. What go on, Little Miss?
Afternoon, comrades. Common sense. You know, I want to ask you. Horace Chang spend taxpayer money for body camera, and him is the one that come out and say it's not important. Number 2, common sense. You think it is right for your police carry you in custody and in the station of you ask him, lock me up or whatever, and him a beat you in the station? And when him a beat in at the station, the other 2 police have a handcuff for handcuff the man who now lift him on, and the police in there beat him. You believe that is right? Common sense, you believe it is right for the lady, 15-year-old son coming from school with him 3 classmates walking and them search him and them not find nothing upon him, and to him say him not like police, them beat the woman, pick me half cripple him. Common sense, you think it is right for police going to people's house and see a 12-year-old in him kitchen and I ask him for open him phone because him look like scam, and true him not remember the password. Then put him on ground for hold him ears and then can go to jail. You believe that is right? Common sense? You believe a police in the force supposed to twist block him, have him ear rope twist back where? You believe it is right for the police them to wear masks and you can't identify them if them are criminal or if them is police? You believe that is right? Common sense. Police a mask upon you and come in and analyze your children them and you can't identify them? That may I ask a common sense.
Yeah, miss, as I said earlier, I believe no police brutality. It's not right. So I'm not going to support it. Me believe that the police them supposed to do their job respectfully and get the job done, you know. But me also, as Winsome was saying, like the profiling thing, that again, I don't believe in no profiling anything. But what I do know about profiling, so Winsome, some might is human nature, because the truth is, let's say I'm walking on the street, right? And I see a dude have on him hoodie. If I'm on the right side of the road, right? Have on hoodie are well tattooed up, especially even black youths with hoodie too, I don't care, right? Immediately, me kind of have a vibes about them, you know. Me kind of
me ask you a common sense.
Yes.
Me say,
yes.
It is right for police supposed to wear masks. What you can't identify them, and that may I ask you.
Oh, okay. So, well, I did say that me not believe in no police brutality. The mask now, on that part, me not sure why them wear it. But it's a universal thing because I've seen police in Russia, United States, they all wear this.
No, that is Russia. That is Russia. We're talking in Jamaica. We never usually have no police that wear masks. We never
No, in
usually
United States,
have
depends
no
on what
police wearing
operation.
masks.
Depends on what operation then going on. Yeah, them mask up. Yeah, it's me don't know why whether or not is right, yes or no. But I know it's a universal thing that they practice all over the world, you know.
I believe it is right for the Minister of Security use taxpayer money buy body camera when it reach. Him say it not important for the police them to wear it. Or yes, Chang say that. You believe that is right?
No, it's important, you know. As to why I want to say that me can't really talk for him. But why not? The body cam would give some, the body cam would give some more clarity as to what is going on, you know. So as to why I'm saying that me can't speak for him, you understand? But the body cam is a good thing. Yeah.
Why them stop wearing the badge?
Me no know, because me not in the police, little me. See, you understand what I'm saying to you?
But like how you're a supporter of the Jamaica Labour Party, and I believe say you should get in contact with Andrew Onis and Horace Strong and ask them that question.
No, me not the time for that still. You know?
You're supposed to have the time because like oh you come and you defend the police them, you're supposed to ask.
No, listen.
Your Prime Minister and the Minister of Security, why using taxpayer money? Purchase those things that you don't want to give the police them to wear it. Do you know that, all right, do you know that your Prime Minister is a part of the criminal organization with the police? Because your Prime Minister come out and tell the nation that he know that a plan did not go on to the jail for analyze the people that are Cherry Lane and what he do about that.
Well, me don't know of that because me think you kind of overstate that. You can't really say that about the Prime Minister.
Wait, him said one come out, come talk. It say him know, him didn't know about the plan in the jail. Why him never stop it? Why him never stop them people that from unalive? Him say him know that the plan was coming from jail.
All right, little miss, me ask you a question, you see.
Answer that first before you ask me any question.
Oh.
As a Prime Minister, you think him supposed to know, say, a criminal organization are going to jail for analyze the people that materially and him don't stop it?
He don't stop it?
Yeah, and him don't stop it. Him blow it, make it happen.
Oh, me no know. He said he knew about it? You said?
People on the platform and people on the Fire You page and the comment section. We never hear the Prime Minister say.
Yes, man. They all common sense not know anything about labor. That's why I tell you a campaign in come a campaign.
No.
You know you know about labor right common sense.
No.
Well, they can't ask me no question.
Yeah, you know
everything about everything about the Prime Minister. You never hear about that. They can't ask me no question.
You know what I'm happy about in Jamaica now? The crime rate went down 35%.
No,
so I'm kind of happy about that.
Oh, you know said that. What proof?
Where?
What proof?
Where? Out of Central Kingston, them unalive a man last week.
No. Where?
The
crime rate overall went down by 35%.
Oh, you know that?
You know that. And the people
Hold on, the little miss. Common sense. Is it the crime rate or the murder rate? Which one of them?
So the murder rate went down by 35%.
Oh, you know that? Okay. Yeah. So the murder rate, hold on, Uncle Sydney. The murder rate went down by over 30%.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. All right. I think it's 118 days since 2025. And we have 105 police fatal shooting. Give me your position on that.
Okay, then. If the murder rate went down, you see, Mr. Blair, the mere fact that you have an increase of the unaliving by the police, don't you see a relationship between that? Technically, all you do is get to some of the criminals and where the murderers.
You see,
they go hand in hand.
You see, but where is the evidence to say? Where is the evidence to suggest that the 105, all of the 105, were criminal? Because the 35% could represent only 20% of those killed as the criminal.
Okay,
what could happen to the other 80%?
I understand.
If they are not criminal.
I understand your concern, and that's a concern too, where, okay, 105 criminals were unalive, right? Well, police have alleged 105 were unalive. Yes, you could have innocent one in it too. No, we don't know the percentage, and that the only thing I can do is work with what the police themselves, because the truth is, let me finish. The truth is, the fact that the overall murder rate is going down is better for the country.
But come on, say
that has to be number one priority.
One second, Mr. Blair, 1 second.
Well, let me finish this point. You see, we don't want the murder rate to come down by the violation of the citizens' human right. We want the murder rate to come down with cogent information, clear and precise evidence to suggest that those who the police take out were the criminal responsible for criminal activities, to include murder. We cannot be glorifying the reduction of the murder rate without quantifying the amount of murders those taken out commit with evidence. It cannot be speculation.
But you, Mr. Blair, with you, Mr. Blair,
Yeah.
isn't that too much for your ask for nobody?
Well on. Common sense. Well on, because you seem to shift me. Hear me now. I mean, you're confused, common sense. Because you say at two times you say the murder rate gone down, and look while you say if it gone down, that with somebody. So you're not certain.
No, I'm not talking about
not
if. I'm not saying if.
Yes, man, you say that.
They say the murder rate went down 35%.
No, well, yes, but when
My question to you, Mr. Blair. No, one second, buddy.
You've been talking. I use a jail propaganda.
And you made a good point. You are not the platform already, you see. I mean, you take a reasonable position. I think it was when the Cuban thing there and the doctor, etc. But what I'm saying to you, Blair, right? You're saying that you don't think the murder rate went down? And it's like the police telling?
Lie,
no,
man,
hold on, Sidney, let me answer the question. The murder rate went down.
Good.
My question is,
bro, the murder rate went down,
hold on, King.
Stop entertaining this JLP come on, man.
King, let me finish. Let me make my own statement, please. Thank you. The murder rate is going down by the suppression of people's human rights. And that is the reason why Jamaican for Justice is on the street today. Because there is no clear and precise evidence from the police to suggest that of the 105 persons analyzed by the security forces, what percentage of murders those 105 commit, and who are the persons they commit. We have no information on that, because the police could be taking out 105 persons, and at the same time the persons who are committing the murders are still within the society. So we cannot use that as a benchmark to say that yes, crime is going down because 35% of the murders going down because of the unaliving of 105. That is my point.
Yeah, I mean,
So you're saying that your concern is of that 105, what percentage are criminals and what percent are innocent? That is your concern.
Because we don't. Yes, that is my concern. Because there is no data to suggest either of the two positions. Whether they are criminals, yes or no. And that is the position of JFJ also. And that is going to be the position of Amnesty International and the International Human Rights Agency, because they have taken out their microscope and it is focused on Jamaica at this time.
On the other hand, no sir. What data? We don't have no data, because the only data what we used to use is the day by day announcement. 2 killer Clarendon, 1 killer Sentan, 1 killer, I will check it up. That was the day by day data, and them cut out that as a draft figure out of the hat. So how you not say the crime go down? It not go down, brother, because from you hide the data from it, that means that you hide something.
Anyway,
that's at least evidence.
Mr. Blair and I agree on something. Him say yes, the murder rate
That's a him.
going
But
down.
that's about me now. I'm you attack now. You don't
May
talk
I
to him,
agree
you know.
with Mr. Blair that what
Well,
is
on, man.
it
I'm
would
you
be good
attack
and
now.
convenient if we can know what percentage of innocent get killed as opposed to that. But you know what?
I'm already, you know. Well, on, man.
I'm gonna say something finally.
Oh, you run from my part.
No, I'm not run sitting. Just a second.
Then when talk to me then, no. Me
No, see, let me finish my point
my
before
time
we
to you now. Well, I know
finish
my time to you. Me
Let
say
me finish
the
the point
only
before
data
we
we did
finish.
have. The
Before
only
we
This
data
man
we did
always
have.
a take over the floor. You know, look how much
Yeah.
people in the box.
Yeah, the only data we have, we have is when we used to have day by day, 3 o'clock and 2 a St. and 1 a St. James, and that was with data. And you cut out that completely. And just tell you a figure. Say, oh, you go tell me now, say me figure. We don't have no data, brother, so no crime now go down, brother. Don't come here and talk about crime now go down. Right.
But Sydney, you must say you don't have the data. You can't say now go down.
Common
But
sense.